What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Just the Bat Magical, aka the Buff Collector, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jazwares World of Halo, Shade Turret, and Grunt. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I upload new content constantly throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell icon so you stay notified when I upload new videos. And if you guys want to support the channel in any way, all I ask you guys to watch my videos from start to finish, as well as going ahead and hitting that like button if you enjoy the content that I put out. And go ahead and check out those Amazon affiliate links linked down below. There you'll find a bunch of cool figures linked, as well as other stuff associated with toy photography and so much more. Join me every Sunday for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we're just going to talk the latest toy news, reveals, pre-orders, releases, and so much more. As always, before we get started, I'd like to thank the channel sponsor, CoolFigurez Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, and Pokemon card needs, as well as use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. CoolFigurez Store, check them out, guys. So with all that out of the way, once again, we are continuing Halo Week here on the CoolFigurez channel by taking a look at the Jazwares World of Halo, Shade Turret, and Grunt. Now, I've actually had this for a while now. I've had this, the 3-pack, and the Mongoose for a few weeks at this point, and I kept pushing them back for newer figures I've gone, and pushing them back, and pushing them back, and pushing them back, and I finally realized that I should probably release these. And since I just got the new Spartan collection wave, I figured what better time than to release just all my Halo videos all at once. So that's basically what I'm doing. So I am super excited to bring you this review because I never thought in my entire life that I would own a Shade Turret from the Halo universe. I have to admit, it's definitely a really cool toy to have. I never expected to have it, like I said, and it's really cool to actually see it in toy form and to see how they've actualized it from the game, because, you know, it's very different and very difficult going from a video game or even going from a movie to a toy sometimes. You know, sometimes that CGI and computer work can add a few things that you can't really necessarily do with a toy. But they definitely pulled it off with this. Now, I don't know if this is the redesigned Shield Turret from Halo Infinite, but if I remember correctly, it was a full bubble and it was like full coverage and everything. You had to like literally run up and like throw the grenade point blank inside so that it would stick to him. So I don't know if this is the redesign from Halo Infinite or, you know, Halo 5 and up, but yeah, it's still a really cool toy. As you can see, it does rotate on its base right there, and as you can see, it is orange right here, the connector from the base to the actual gun area, because it's supposed to be as if it's floating in midair, and that's why if you point it this way, you kind of get that effect. I mean, if it was a little bit of a thinner piece, you'd get that effect, or maybe if this piece right here was a little bit thicker, you'd get a better effect. But it is what it is. It's still really cool how they manage to do that. So here's a back shot right there. Rotate it. So really, if you look inside, there's no real detail. Let me go ahead and move the gun up. See, there's really no real detail right there, but it is what it is. It's the World of Halo line. It's a 3.57 inch line, so, you know, it's not a 6 inch. It's not technically a collector's line. It's technically a kid's line. But for what it is, I absolutely love this thing, and I don't know where it's going to go because it is pretty big, guys. I'm not going to lie. So I have another World of Halo figure right here that I'm going to be doing a review for, and I'll stick them right next to it. And as you can see, this thing towers over even a Spartan. Not even a Marine, but a Spartan. And in somewhat of a crouch position too. So this thing is just massive compared to these other figures, much like the Warthog is in size. That thing's a massive vehicle, but it's a beautiful one. I have to admit, Jazwares is knocking it out of the park with both the World of Halo and the Spartan collection, in my opinion, except for the fact that they aren't giving them trigger fingers. I don't understand that part. But it is what it is. But in terms of detail and what they're giving us, they are definitely hitting us out of the park. They gave us like a giant robot from, you know, Halo Infinite that I don't think I'll pick up unless I find it's on like stupid clearance, like $12.99. I think it's like $40 right now or $30. So if it goes to like about $10 or $12, I'm sure I'll pick it up. But for right now, I'm good on it because it is a pretty large vehicle as well. So yeah, guys. So that's the comparison right there. So essentially, with this Shade Turret, you get the Shade Turret, the Grunt, and a weapon right here. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into accessories. You do get a plasma pistol that is very well, nicely detailed and painted. You can see that the grays aren't bleeding over into the greens on the lines. So really well done. This one does not have any pegs or anything, so you can't peg it into anything, much like or unlike, you know, the other weapons that the World of Halo line comes with. As you can see, there's that peg sticking out of the gun right there. This gun does not have one of those. But anyways, guys, so let's go ahead and pull this guy out. But as you can see, this guy does sit nicely in here, and I'm pretty sure you can probably fit a Jackal and an Elite in this thing, but I'm not sure. I don't have either. I have a Brute and a bunch of Grunts, so maybe I'll try putting the Brute in here, see how it goes. But it is somewhat difficult to get the hands on the grips because the grips are a softer rubber. If you can see right here, it moves. It's a little more pliable, and their grip is a little tight, so you have to kind of like really get it off and put it on. Okay, so let's pull him out. So this is the Grunt that it comes with. So this is a different Grunt than we've seen before on previous, 3-packs, 2-packs, or single releases. So that's nice that they didn't just, repack the same Grunt. He has a bigger, taller backpack. It's not the traditional one that's just pointed up. It has, like, I don't know, I'll be honest, like I said, I grew up with Halo 1 through 3, and I kind of stopped after that, but I do have attachment to these figures because I absolutely love the Halo franchise from those 3 games, as well as being a collector of the old Halo figures, so it's just interesting how this guy has such a fat one. I have no reason to know why, or I have no knowledge of why it's this way and not the traditional pointed kind of like triangle looking one. But maybe he's a gunner. I don't know, guys. But he is different, which is nice in terms of toys, because then you're not just rebuying the same figure again and again. And he does come with that plasma pistol right here that I showed you. So that's nice. So just take another quick look at him. So we're going to go ahead and go over his articulation right now. So he can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down that much. He can basically just look straight back at you. His arms can go for a T-pose. They do have 360 rotation at the shoulder right there. Single hinge elbow joint right there. Rotation at the elbow joint right there. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in and out. No, oh wait, actually, yeah, you get ab swivel right there. He does qualify to join the cheerleading squad. He kicks out far enough. He goes that far. Kicks back pretty much all the way. I think his leg can basically go 360, guys. So yeah, but you just have to watch out because the joint will mess up on you. He does come with double hinge knees, as well as ankle up, ankle down. And I believe he does have a ball rocker joint. So that is all the articulation on this guy, much like the same as the other Grunts. I'm pretty sure this is the same sculpt up until this piece, like this chest piece that they probably sculpted a new chest piece right here. But other than that, the body is the same as the other Grunts I have. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the shade turret now. This thing is just massive and amazing. I absolutely love the colors on it, and I love how they've been adding some weathering and dry brushing, and not just having them clean and plain, because these are, weapons of war and stuff, and they're not going to be, clean and nice and whatnot. Odds are they're going to be scraped up, they're going to be used, and so I like how they're adding a lot of little weathering effects, especially like the new Master Chief in Series 3. He is way more weathered than Series 1 and 2's Master Chief, and a lot darker green, like he's been out on a mission, and his armor's been getting a little, dirty and whatnot, so that's really cool. So yeah, here's a nice, better look at the inside right there. So you can see it's a pretty plain cockpit. It's nothing fancy. There's no stickers on the inside to indicate anything or whatnot, but it's still really cool. So if you look on the side, the arms do rotate up and down, so you can get people in and out, or if you need to shoot down or shoot up, it rotates 360 on the base right there. Just have to make sure the arms are up in position. Yeah, that's pretty much all the bells and whistles of this. It's basically just having this amazing, nice shade turn right here. This is what you're paying for. I mean, the Grunt's awesome just to have inside and whatnot, but this is, like I said, as a Halo fan growing up, I never thought that they would ever release a shade turret. So I'm super happy with this. And with that being said, guys, let's take a look at some really cool pics that I took of the Grunt and the shade turret, and we'll be right back. Alright everybody, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez, and I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out. If you like what you see, let me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of this figure or any of the other toys I do reviews on for this channel, check me out on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I do all my unboxings, because when I get a new toy, guys, I am like a child and I cannot wait to rip it open and play with it. So I don't wait to set up my YouTube studio. I just film it on my phone and upload it to TikTok. So check me out at CoolFigurez. And also, guys, don't forget to join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, toy releases, pre-orders, and so much more. Once again, I just want to say thank you so much to this channel sponsor, CoolFigurez Store. Check them out for your Funko Pop, anime, and Pokemon card needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. CoolFigurez Store. Check them out, guys. So with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.